Hey guys, my name is Brandon and welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you like what you see in here, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button so you stay notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, let's get straight on with today's video. Hey everyone and welcome back to Is That More Brandon. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a review to I'm a Celebrity 2024 episode 3. So at the beginning of this episode, we found out that both Talisa and Alan were going to be choosing campmates to do particular chores, i.e. the camp chores. And after much deliberation, they decided that Melvin and Danny would be the chefs. Jane would be on fire with Dean, especially obviously being able to be in charge of the maintenance. Washing was going to be Colleen and GK. The water was going to be Barry and Oti. And Jane basically said, you know, she obviously is aware that they are sharing their space with animals, saying ignorance is bliss, basically saying, you know, I'm just going to ignore it, forget about it, and, you know, be at peace, be peaceful, and, you know, hope that, you know, things don't like attack me or eat me throughout the night. Again, they were talking to Dean about his trial, and Oti basically just said, turn your fear into power. GK said that Dean might be a screamer, and Talisa basically told him to use his inner beast. And in this trial, he was basically put in a mummy, so in like an Egyptian kind of pyramid-y thing, head in a box. And he basically had to just answer trivia questions and had giant mealworms inside a box with him. Obviously, what he didn't know is that this thing, this tomb, was going to be filled with sand. So a little bit of sand came in absolutely fine. As it started going up to his knees, obviously he wasn't able to move his legs. And once he'd got 2 of the correct answers and answered some of the questions, he had to say the phrase, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. So we got 2 stars out of the 10. And he basically said, Anton Deck, look, the mealworms weren't really the problem. It was just the fact that the sand was going up and I couldn't feel it. He was actually then told the sand would have gone all the way up to like kind of probably his neck. So he wouldn't have been able to move anything, and then things would have been thrown in there. So yeah, wouldn't have been my cup of tea either. And then we also found out that trial number 4 was going to be announced, called Drowned in the Dumps, and 2 of the campmates were going to be doing that trial. Dean questioned GK about obviously her recent coming out, saying that she's obviously got a girlfriend now called Ella, and Jane kind of said that it kind of seems like GK was using comedy as like a defence mechanism. She also explained that back in the day, you know, there was no social media. People used to have to call in TV shows in order to make complaints rather than, you know, sending in letters and social media and things like that. So yeah, they were kind of discussing GK and her situation, the art of comedy and how important just, you know, that creative world is. And then also back in the day that, you know, that wasn't really around, that wasn't really a thing. Colleen said that she supported Liverpool, Barry supports Tottenham, and they were both having a little chat about their relationships and, you know, the wedding and the situation and however that happened with Colleen. Alan and Dean were talking about their relationships, and obviously Alan talking about his daughter. Dean said he's very happy being single, Alan said he's very happy being a dad, and Talisa said that she feels like that she's demisexual. She needs to be involved with somebody emotionally first before, you know, going forward with anything else. And she said that she's on dating apps and things, but she kind of just seems to have chats with people and then it kind of just drifts off, whether or not because they know that she's famous, or whether or not these people just want a bit of a chat and don't actually end up wanting anything more. She basically said that you can't be everyone's cup of tea, otherwise you'll end up being a mug, which is obviously an interesting phrase. And then GK brought over a letter which read that people's luxury items were actually chosen by their loved ones, and there was a challenge where 2 campmates were able to have the chance to win these luxury items for their campmates. So it was Danny and Alan, and they basically had to answer questions at the Jungle Delivery Centre about each of the 10 contestants or campmates. I think one was about, like when was Colleen married, what was the name of GK's podcast, what did Oti study at university, what was Talisa's N-Dubs band named before it was called N-Dubs, and in the end they ended up getting 8 of the 10 correct, so they won the luxury items for all 8 of Colleen, Alan, Danny, Dean, GK, Oti, Melvin and Talisa, but Jane and Barry didn't win their luxury items. For dessert was buffalo tail and dragon fruit for dessert. And they actually received an Amazon Prime delivery which had the luxury items. So as follows, GK had a dressing gown from her girlfriend, Talisa had a blow up chair, Melvin had a pillow with his mum, his dad and Carol Vorderman all over it. Dean had face cream, probably from his mum. Colleen also had a large family pillow with her husband and the 3 sons, or yeah, 3 sons. Danny had a Lilo, probably given to him by one of his children. Alan had a golf club. Oti had a Bon Jovi CD, which had 3 plays of a song. And then obviously for the trial, we found out that both Dean and GK would both be facing the trial. So yeah, first trial, Danny and Barry. Second trial, GK. Third trial, Dean. Fourth trial, Dean and GK. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And for those of you who are continuing to watch the weekly review, I will see you shortly. But until my next video, thank you for watching and goodbye.